Dalton Skull, the hardcore soldier from Savannah, Tennessee, one of, if not the single greatest underground champion in UWA's short history. This video will chronicle his rise, reign, and fall with the underground title, and will show why some called him the heart and soul of UWA. Without further ado, let's start at Underground Unleashed 2022 with Dalton Skull's debut.
Let's do this and well, we're starting off hot here.
Holy hell.
He's here.
Yes. We heard there were talks.
There have been talks for months with Dalton Skull, but he's finally made it to the underground arena. What a place to make your name. In the debut, where it all began, Underground Unleashed, Dalton Skull is the underground man.
And don't take away the fact that Pogo was in the ring. Last time we saw Pogo, he was in T-Bag for the match.
And he's changed a little bit since then. He seems a little bit more aggressive and angry. I think he wants to take this title shot for himself. He feels he's underappreciated, so we're going to see a match between two people who are struggling and striving to get something.
But now, you know, last time we saw Pogo, he was also joining forces with Dark Skull. And we know Dark Skull's working later in the night. You got to wonder if that's going to come.
But could that be a factor? Oh, Skull starts the match hot, but Pogo with a kendo stick. Battering Skull over the back. Skull is a veteran of hardcore matches, but I don't think he's been someone quite like Pogo here.
Pogo is the sideshow freak of UWA.
He is the sideshow freak. A knee to the head sends Pogo back. Skull in control. Diving knee right across the throat of Pogo. Skull has a kendo stick now. Getting ready. Slugs him. My God, Pogo bounced from the impact of that.
And what a way, ladies and gentlemen, for Dalton Skull to come out here and make a name for himself.
It's making a name at the event where it all started. Got him. And wrenches him back with a kendo stick. My goodness.
Modified side Russian leg sweep there. I don't know if you feel it too, Dan, but I feel like tonight
is a special night.
There's an atmosphere in the air. I feel like tonight
everyone is here to prove a point.
Tonight is going to shake UWA to its core.
I agree. And Pogo now on the offensive. Sends Dalton Skull off the rope. A big clothesline by Pogo.
Notice Pogo took the knee on that clothesline, adding a little extra force behind it.
That is true, he did, and now he's applying that brutal claw to the back of the head of Dalton Skull. But Dalton Skull kicks him in the back to Gavin and flips over. Brilliant way to get out of it by Skull.
Innovative offense there.
Very innovative. Oh my goodness!
And a beautiful running knee strike.
Beautiful running knee. Now in the corner, Skull face washes him. Skull is now firmly in control. If you've not seen Dalton Skull, this is your first time, you're in for a treat. Gets up and goes right to the chest of Pogo.
Shades of Jeff Hardy right
Shades of the immortal Jeff Hardy.
Dalton Skull, obviously, no stranger to making sure he's got to do what needs to be done.
No stranger to weapons. Oh!
My God, sending that crotch straight into the throat of
Dalton
Pogo.
Skull has been in a few death matches, so he knows a thing or two about the hardcore style.
And I believe,
Pogo out of the ring.
I believe that is referee Blackula.
That is Blackula. But bring the trachea right across the rope.
Beautiful hot shot there.
And now, beautiful elbow drop by Pogo. As now the cookie sheet comes into effect, whops him in the back. Pogo might be feeling the effects of the moves. He's not hitting quite as hard as he should, but he's still getting the job done, causing minimal damage.
Now remember, everything here tonight is you hear the screams of Dalton Skull as Pogo wrenches that pan into the back. Everything is legal in this contest.
Anything can happen in this contest. As now Pogo telling him to get up, Skull getting up, cracks him with the cookie sheet.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see Dark Skull come out and help Pogo.
I mean we could, but you never know. Dark Skull has a match to prepare for. I mean, there's kind of an agreement here. As now Pogo gets him up, chokes him, and over a choke slam. No, Skull.
Beautiful flatliner.
Beautiful flatliner. Gonna go for the cover. We can see the ending here. 1, 2, kick out by Pogo.
Hey, now that was a fast count from Blackula.
That was a bit of a fast count there.
And Skull is pumping up here. He might be looking to put it away here.
Skull's getting ready for what? I don't know. Super kick. Nails Pogo. Pogo's turned inside out.
Folds him like an omelet and cracked him like the egg.
That is very true. Dalton Skull could be looking to add something to his career. Oh my God, what a unique clothesline. A diving clothesline from a standing position. Dalton Skull. Uh-oh, he could be setting up for that knee. We've seen that knee. other places.
He calls it the last
resort.
And I think Pogo's out.
Pogo's probably out. That was straight to the cranium. Skull's not going to go for the pin.
Skull doesn't go for the count. Oh,
taking extra precaution.
Oh, what a cheap maneuver.
And he gets the 3 count.
Ooh, oh, super
Look
cheap.
at this replay. Nails him.
That last resort knee, devastating. Chase Sullivan is going to have to watch out.
Chase Sullivan needs to watch out because this is something for the ages here. Dalton Skull made his long-awaited UWA debut after being in talks with the company since Final Destination. He made a hot splash by going up against one of the cornerstones of the lower mid-card of UWA, Pogo. Let's take a look at that. Well, we're starting off hot here.
Holy hell.
He's here. A multi-year veteran of backyard wrestling, Dalton Skull made his way to the Underground at Underground Unleashed a few days ago and immediately made a big impact, beating up one of the longest-standing roster members in Pogo the Clown, who he himself was trying to get a break, but he couldn't quite catch it as Dalton Skull took it to him. After a last resort knee, everything was over, and now we have a new #1 contender for the Underground title. But we have to ask ourselves, what does this mean for Underground champion Chase Sullivan, who has been eerily quiet since Final Destination and has only defended his title in a handful of dark matches? Who knows? But what is for sure is the eventual meeting of Skull and Sullivan will be one for the ages.
Dalton Skull was now the #1 contender for Chase Sullivan's Underground Championship. However, they wouldn't face for the title just yet. At an event called Tennessee Turmoil, which brought together several underground and backyard companies, Dalton Skull would have his first face-to-face meeting with Chase Sullivan, albeit not for the championship. This would turn out very, very ugly.
Up next is a very personal contest. Calling out, this goes back to the debut of Dalton Skull a couple months ago with Pogo, and this is my mic is on. What was that? What was that? I don't like that. Oh, Jesus! What is that? Well, the bell is rung, but Pogo, Dalton Skull, Halloween street fight. What the hell was that? Are we just gonna ignore that? Oh well. Oh shit. Well, okay. Pogo, straight punch. Now wrenching the neck of Dalton Skull with the rope, choking him. I don't know what the hell all of that was. Pogo's looking dangerous. Oh, God. That was a ham hook. Grabs Skull by the hair. This twisted clown, but Skull goes down low. Has to get him. Oh, clothesline by Skull. Dalton Skull is defending his Underground title shot that he earned. Underground Unleashing. And Sullivan, oh, bicycle knee. This match is for the Underground title shot. As Skull is continuing to work on this twisted clown known as Pogo. Skull trenches down. Pogo was writhing around in pain. That was a creepy, whatever that was at the beginning. That didn't, oh God. Just that was creepy. I mean, it is Halloween. It is Halloween. You never know what's going to happen. Here comes Dalton Skull. It might be something for the last resort already. Big lariat by Pogo. We wouldn't have seen that a year ago when he debuted. Pogo keeps looking towards the entranceway, but there's nobody there. It's almost like he's seeing somebody there. He's laughing hysterically. This is a sick freak. A sick freak. Apparently, there was a Sideshow Instagram account that was taunting everybody, sending them messed up videos. But Pogo is being messed up in the ring now. Rubbing whatever that... Oh, what is that stuff? That can't be real blood. Pogo with a claw. Throws Dalton's skull away. The clown is on the advantage. Those creepy Sideshow videos everybody was receiving went all over the backyard wrestling world. They were sending out messages to everybody to join the family. He just tossed the chair at him. Okay, the clown has intelligence. But creepy videos, they called out Dalton's skull. Of course, this match has significance. Chair shot. That was not very... Okay, now that's effective. That's effective. Just wrenching the chair into the small of the back of Dalton's skull there. Pogo has now set up the chair. Pogo was never really known for his wrestling abilities, and more so known for his brawling, but Dalton Skull, somebody who can go. Skull and Pogo are teeing off on each other. Oh, goodness. It wasn't pretty, but it got the job done. Cover. But Skull kicks out, apparently. Okay. There's just some weird shit going on here tonight, folks. There's just some... We've had trick-or-treaters and pranksters. Somebody egged the building. There's all technically what was going on. But Pogo and Skull. Dalton with the chair now. Sets that chair up for something devious. He has the chair. Pogo's down. Whacks him in the back. I guess that was effective. The clown is a very strange person. His paint colors can be kind of weird. Oh, goodness. Once again. This was never going to be an ordinary night of wrestling. It was always going to be a freaky set of circumstances. Skull drops the knee right onto the back of Pogo with a chair on it. I got to admit, Dalton Skull is known for his violent wrestling acumen. You'd think he would have brought some more toys with him. Oh, well, speak of the devil. There's a kendo stick. There's one. He's got one. Uh-oh. Gonna play Star Wars now. Trick or treat. As a kendo stick duel is now going forward. Oh! Pogo caught him in the head. The clown. What is going on? What? The clown is now teeing off on him with those two kendo sticks. Playing drums with him. The clown's at least having a good time. But in a very sadistic and messed up way. As Pogo now has the kendo stick. Oh, Jesus. Has the kendo stick and wrenches it across the back. Dalton. Oh, well. Okay, Dalton countered that. He got up and he now just going to hit him with a kendo stick violently. Of course, this is a massacre after all, so we're probably going to see somebody in this match be taken away with a fucking body bag. Now Skull hitting away on Pogo. After calling him out, sending him messed up videos, Dalton's going to take his revenge and hopefully retain his underground title shot against, iconic Chase Sullivan. Pushes him in the corner, and you got to think that is Sullivan watching this match with great vigor as Dalton Skull is teeing off on Pogo, who flops to the ground. You know that Chase Sullivan must be watching this match to see who's going to challenge him for the underground title. And you think, what is Chase Sullivan dressed like for Halloween? We will find that out later. Oh, goodness. Patented high-risk offense from the eccentric Dalton Skull. Flying off the top rope with the greatest of ease, Cirque du Soleil style. And that's, I think, Skull's going to call for it. Call for the last resort knee. He put Pogo down 3 months ago with that move. Oh, no! Well, I'll be a son of a gun. Pogo reversed the move. He reversed the move. Pogo. Straight right. Downward right. Pogo, chokeslam position. Gets him up. That's not a pretty choke slam, but still got the job done. Cover. That's a kick out from Dalton Skull. But Pogo's frustrated. He promised that tonight we would see the master and the leader of the sideshow in person. You have to wonder if he was just bluffing or if it's true. As Skull fights back against the demented clown, they're both teeing off on each other. There's a lot of weird things going on in UWA right now. This is the weirdest. But Pogo just demolished him. Straight demolished him with that. As now this twisted clown just is working. Somehow he has wrestling acumen. He's just working on Dalton Skull's body, trying to get him worn down. We don't know what Pogo's finishing patented maneuver is. Skull, Dalton Skull! We might not get to know what the finishing move is because he just got him with a jawbreaker. And people say that Dalton Skull can't wrestle. Well, he's proving it here tonight that he most certainly can, because wrestling is not just about flashy holds and big things. It's about skill and wit. And Skull has plenty of both. Skull wants to retain the underground title shot that he's been having. I think this is it. Last resort knee. That's got to be it. Rolls the fat sack of shit over.
1, 2, 3.
That's it. The bell has rung. Dalton Skull has won the contest. Wait, whoa. What's going on? Who is that? Is that the leader? The master? Oh God! Pogo just sprayed mist. Sprayed mist into Dalton Skull's eyes. Kneeling on his neck now. Laughing. This creep in the what is going on? What?
Even if Pogo and the sideshow had gotten the last laugh, it was now time to put up or shut up. The match everybody was waiting for. Underground Showdown. Dalton Skull, Chase Sullivan for the Underground Championship.
It is Underground Showdown time, as you will now see the smoky environment. This is going to be one hell of a contest here. It is a man who is no stranger to this type of match. Dalton Skull, a man who has waited nearly 7 months to get this match. He has been through the ringer. He has been through everything that a man can be through in this wrestling business. Now he enters the underground arena this evening. Oh, here we go. He's pulling out the toys. He is ready for a fight. Sullivan had a lot to say on sound off. And he knows what he's going to go up against, but I don't think anybody can prepare for Dalton Skull. He is as unhinged as he is crafty. He is as intelligent as he is insane. He is the hardcore soldier, and he is going into war. And the question is, can Chase Sullivan hang? Or will he be left hanging at the gallows? We're going to find out soon enough. There's the music. The man who has quietly been defending this championship belt that he won at Final Destination nearly 6 or 8 months ago. He has gone through many, many great challenges, be it in the arena during the dark match or be it in his home state of Mississippi. He has been preparing for this match ever since it was announced. But his attitude has evolved. No longer is he the innocent, kind, and caring Sullivan. He is now a battle-bred warrior. And he is walking in this evening.
You are a dead man!
Strong words of Sullivan. He is walking in this evening with full confidence, street fight attire. Oh my God! Skull's not waiting. Skull's not waiting. He just attacks Sullivan And now the bull rope is being placed around Skull's wrist. Sullivan is outside of the ring. I guess Skull didn't want to wait. He did not want to wait for the match to start, but Skull is ready. Sullivan's a little bit flabbergasted by that. He's walking around now. He's toting his underground title. He walks in here with the possibility knowing that he might not walk out with that championship or may not be able to walk at all. That's the intensity that this feud has reached for. As Sullivan gives his head to the bull rope. Skull has been dealing with the sideshow. Sullivan has been dealing also with the sideshow, but with other people too, like K9 Phoenix. Tough competitors just like that, who have tested him and put him to his limits. Oddly enough, that looks like Tristan Taylor. I don't know why he's the referee. But I guess if that's what ET says, that's what we get. There's the underground title. Skull looking at his own reflection. Sullivan giving a little mark of his own. These two have been waiting for this match for months upon months, and the bell has rung. Circling each other like a pack of wild dogs. Oh, Sullivan's using his weight to his advantage. A big knee to the head. Stomping on the back of Skull. No time being wasted at all getting into this match. Sullivan now. Skull with a big punch. Knocks Sullivan down. A knee to the head. Sends Sullivan down. There's an eerie feeling in this arena tonight. As Skull is working over the arm of Mr. No Gimmicks Needed. Chase Sullivan getting a crutch on his arm and the wrist that's tied to the rope, and that's smart by Skull. That is very smart. As now Skull branching the kendo stick. Oh, no, Skull missed. Sullivan, big lariat, takes the stick back from him. A little bit of medicine for Skull here as Sullivan gonna give him a swing. Big hit with a kendo stick. Sullivan's, oh my God. Skull letting out almost a screech of resilience. Skull's not going down. Skull caught the kendo stick. Punches Sullivan right in the damn face. And now whips Sullivan in the back with a kendo stick. Referee is staying outside. Taylor knows what's good for him. He's staying directly outside. Now Skull is setting that giant cooking sheet in pure aluminum right against the bottom turnbuckle. Oh, Sullivan! Oh, God! Sullivan just pulled him right from the cooking sheet. Now stomping on Dalton's skull. Sullivan is now on the offensive, pulling his weight. You know, keep in mind, Sullivan is the bigger man. He has a bigger advantage with that bull rope. As he uses the traffic cone now. Dalton's tied up in the ropes and tied up in the rope itself. As Sullivan is stomping on his neck, placing that traffic cone, or he's at least going to attempt to place the traffic cone somewhere in it. Oh, Jesus. Using the bottom of the traffic cone now to wrench against the back of Dalton's skull. Sullivan beat Jared Black for the Underground title many, many months ago at Final Destination, one of the hardest matches of his life. But he might be facing an even better challenge as he wears on Skull with a forearm. He's facing an even bigger challenge, possibly, in someone who has experience in these type of matches, such as Dalton Skull, wrestling in death matches. As Sullivan's in full control. Sullivan himself is no stranger to these type of matches, but you got to wonder who has the edge. Sullivan choking Skull with that rope. Just just wrenching his head, and Skull's head just bounced off the chair. Slow going at the start, but you got to remember these guys want to conserve their energy as much as they can. There is nothing worse than being tired in a wrestling match. The pain gets amplified and multiplied. Every hit becomes harder. And now, a dangerous contraption being set up by Sullivan. Throws Skull! Just, I was going to say he crushed his balls against the traffic cone. There's just no other way to say it.
He got the left hand to right whole shit.
That's just, as a man, you hate to see it. Hate to see it. Hits Skull where it hurts, but Sullivan doesn't care. He wants to win and retain the title. Not again. Oh, he's stomping him now. Stomping him, adding insult to injury. Crowd saying that there's not going to be any kids for Skull. Though we don't know. There's been miracles before. Sullivan has that traffic cone now once again in the testicles. A lot of testicular torture going on in this match, and I hate that I just said that. Sullivan is like an animal right now. He's now gonna he's choking him again.
Check him. See if he gets.
Choking him, and this is not a typical Texas bull rope match. Pinfalls and submissions are the only way to win. But Skull, with like some kind of flipping kick, he has the advantage on springboard on the bottom rope. Classic Dalton Skull splashes onto him. The hardcore soldier's getting warmed up now. All of that ball torture might have just woken him up. Dalton Skull is now wrenching the neck of Mr. No Gimmicks and Chase Sullivan. Cookie sheet right to the damn head. Just nailed him with it. Skull. What are you doing? You are a crazy man, but the fans love you. They love this man, Dalton Skull. But they love Sullivan too. Both these guys are fan favorites, even though their attitudes are a bit out there. These men are gonna give. Oh, what the hell was that? He just rammed the crutch right into the side of his head. Whatever it was effective. Sullivan's not moving. Skull has some kind of long brown tube. Oh no, folks! I do believe. If the camera can get a better view, I don't think this. Oh no! Okay, Sullivan has been busted open. Chase Sullivan has been busted open, choking him. Sullivan's looking at his own blood. What does that do to a person's psyche if they see their own blood outside their body? As Dalton Skull ascends to the second rope, axe handle, taking the big man down. Dalton's stomping, trying to get some momentum. He's trying to fire himself up as we have a rowdy crowd. This truly is a showdown between two of the best that UWA has to offer. And oh boy, here they come. Here comes the table. And Skull is just getting ready to do even more damage on the already damaged Chase Sullivan. Oh my God. He's trapping him with the rope, and then he's just driving a kendo stick directly into the side of his neck. This is what happens when you put two animals in a fight pit. They're going to get nasty, and they're going to get just unhinged. Look at all these weapons.
What's it like wrestling me, huh? You know,
we are only about
shit, right? You're like,
11 or 12 minutes into this.
Hardcore
blood has already been spilled
in the backyard wrestling industry today. I'm just giving you a little lesson right here. Well, I got time with you to talk. I like these things.
Skull has a lot to say here. Oh God!
You don't see that.
Sullivan's been cut open even more.
You might see some shit in WWE like that, but you don't see it anymore.
I've never seen Skull this talkative, but he is certainly going at it. This man's crazy, but we all love him for it.
I like them ladders.
Another traffic cone has been produced. Taylor has gloves on now to check the wounds of. Oh God! Where did that brown pipe come from? That came out of nowhere. Sullivan is now back in control, pressing down on the back of the neck of Dalton Skull. Sullivan is just completely cut open. And now he's got the table. Sullivan's going to set it up, and I think he's going to set it in the corner. Bull rope is coming into great effect now. Both men are just tied up in that, honestly, that sharp bull rope. So he's going to whip him. No. Skull tried to push him, but Sullivan's just too big. Sullivan's too big for him. Both men are jockeying for position. Skull! Sullivan through the table! Sickening crack! God! Skull's going to town. That kendo stick made of pure bamboo. It cuts the skin. Cover! Kick out by Sullivan. Somehow he kicked out of all of that. Dalton Skull has learned a valuable lesson. It's going to take more than that to put down Chase Sullivan. Skull has the cooking sheet. Sullivan's going to get to his feet. Sullivan grabs the cooking sheet for himself, hitting him. Sullivan has one of the most powerful hits in all of UWA. Strikes him in the back with a cooking sheet. Sullivan's going to put it in the corner, lodging it there. Skull's back up. Skull, top off. I don't know how much velocity there was.
Why you
there,
won
but,
it.
oh God, he is just Sullivan's pouring
He's a
blood
joke.
now.
He don't deserve to be
I don't
champion.
know how
he don't
hard
even
Dalton got
deserve
hit with
to hold that
with the
title.
cooking sheet, but I don't know if that was enough or anything. But we can't really get a good view of him. Sullivan.
Right. Am I good? Am I good?
Sullivan is just.
Good?
The ref's checking him for damn, Sullivan. Sullivan doesn't care. He's just he's going to hit himself with a kendo stick.
Come on.
I don't know what Taylor's game is here. I still don't know why he's referee. Sullivan just dragging Dalton Skull by the bull rope itself. Oh God! Digging the Singapore cane into the skull of Dalton Skull. Isn't that something fun to say? But Skull flipped him off somehow. I guess adrenaline can make a man do some strange things. Skull's a bit dazed and confused. I think Skull, he might be dripping some blood. I mean, both men are busted open. Trying to get those big tree trunk arms of Sullivan into some kind of position. Rams Sullivan into the cooking sheet as hard as he can. And when the big man falls, he falls hard. Skull's now busted open. He's dripping like a faucet. Both men are they're getting mutilated here tonight. That just shows how much they want the underground title. Some try to write the underground title off as some kind of gimmick, as some kind of different thing. It is just as much of a valid title as any other title in backyard wrestling. As Skull chokes Sullivan with the bull rope. Oh no. Oh my God. It's just Skull! Oh my God! He springboarded off the bottom rope and just flung himself back and landed on Sullivan. Skull likes to be in the air. He's on the bottom rope once again. He's tight roping. He moved this. Sullivan moved that time. He moved. There's a lot of screaming going on. I'm not sure who is here. Sullivan just kicks him in the head. Sullivan, I'm not really sure what else I can say besides both men are giving so much just to compete for the underground title. And you got to remember. Oh, DDT! Excuse my thought, DDT drops Dalton Skull straight on his head. Sullivan has produced a steel chair that looks to be covered in dust or something. I don't know what that thing is covered in, but it does not look healthy. Slam Skull onto the steel chair. Another one. Skull is, I don't know if he's even conscious right now. He's moving, but I don't know if he's all there. Sullivan now has the bull rope. And he has the cooking sheet. Not that damn thing again. Oh, Skull caught the cooking sheet. He caught it. He caught the cooking sheet. Headbutt to Sullivan. Sends the big man down. But how much did that take out of Skull? Taylor's not going to check on both men. Checking on both men. That is a bloody kendo stick. The kendo stick, the Singapore kendo, whatever you want to call it, it is covered in blood. Both men are they're trying to give everything that they possibly can. Last resort! Cover! Yes, he did it!
Ring the bell.
He did it! Just like that. He did it. Dalton Skull is the underground champion. Sullivan's up though. Sullivan's up. Sullivan just took the title. Sullivan, what are you doing? Sullivan's barely standing right now. Push the referee out of the way. Picking him up. Dalton can barely stand. Barely stand up. Sullivan's just talking. Skull's looking to fight again. Let's see. Sullivan. Oh my goodness. Now that's respect. That's sportsmanship. After a hellacious battle, Dalton Skull, and there's the BYCW hardcore title. He holds both now. Dalton Skull is the underground champion. What a match! What? Hey! Where are the lights? Oh my God! The sideshow spits that mist again. I don't know where Sullivan went, but the sideshow's here. Pogo and Jason, and that's the same masked man that we saw in the robe in Halloween Massacre. Is that the master? Is that the all-seeing eye? He's taking his mask off. Who is that? Is that Robbie Andrews? Robbie Andrews.
Holy shit!
Give him here, boys.
I've not seen him in a whole year. He's the leader of the sideshow? What's he gonna... Good guy! Robbie Andrews is back. And he's the one behind all of this. What the hell is going on? He's been the one this whole time. Jason and Pogo over the lifeless body of Dalton Skull. This is
Embrace
sick.
it. I'm gonna be the new face of the underground division.
The all-seeing eye had been revealed as Robbie Andrews, but not even the sideshow and their attack could dampen the party, because finally, Dalton Skull was the underground champion. The miles had paid off, and he had made it. His next two defenses were something special, an experiment from UWA. The next two defenses would be on Dalton Skull's very own show, the Underground Challenge.
Welcome to Dalton Skull's Underground Challenge. We're happy to see you here this evening. We're going to give you the rules. as they come up here. We're waiting for everything to get started. The rules are very simple. The matches, however many that there will only be contested under stipulation rules such as no disqualification or I quit, and the matches have a 20-minute time limit. It's also an open challenge format. I'm being told Dalton Skull is now making his way to the ring. There he is. This man is one of the toughest men in UWA. He went through hell, beating now World Heavyweight Champion Chase Sullivan 2 weeks ago to become the Underground Champion. I know that in his mind, he is here to make a name for the Underground division and for Dalton Skull. I'm being told he has some words that he wants to say, so how about we just let him get to that? I can't wait for this contest to begin. What do you want to say, Dalton?
It's very different now. Things has finally came to a change. There's a different breed in UWA now. There's a different type of style in UWA now. When I told you I was going to go against Chase Sullivan and walk out your new Underground champion, this is exactly what I did. I bust my ass off every single fucking day to come out here and do this. I'm not out here to win championships, no. I am out here to make a name for myself. This Underground Championship does mean something, but what I mean when I look at everybody in the back, in that roster, that I am a true Underground champion. There ain't no 24/7 rules. There ain't no worldwide. There's no gimmicks at all with this championship. This championship is the Underground division. We are the most hardcore backyard wrestlers in the Tennessee scene right now. Anyone in the back, anyone at all can say otherwise can come and face me one-on-one. But now, let's get to the actual reason why I am out here. This title has had shade put on it because it's been in dark matches. I am here to lay out my UWA Underground Champion open challenge. Anyone, I mean anyone, from any fan, not even just UWA, I'm talking about any fan at all. I'm talking about PWF, BYCW, shit, anybody, even all the way over to FBW with that Anthony Aries. Yeah, that's right. That's the only clout you can get because that's all you do is talk shit.
Now wait just a minute. Well, folks, this is a surprise. That is Dalton Skull's brother.
Man,
That is PKM.
my brother.
These two have wrestled so many times in the last couple of years.
Let's get a rap out here.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is match number 1 of Dalton Skull's Underground Challenge. It'll be a no-holds-barred contest scheduled for one fall, pin, submission, TKO, or referee stoppage. In the ring currently, he is the challenger, making his UWA debut, PKM. His opponent, he is the UWA Underground Champion, Dalton Skull.
Ding, ding, ding.
And the ref has called for the bell. Now this contest will get underway. Two real-life brothers are going to face off here for you on the first edition of Dalton Skull's Underground Challenge as both men go for a collar and elbow. PKM now has a headlock and is wrenching the neck of Dalton Skull. There's some wild fans going on here. And Skull launches PKM. Ducks the clothesline. Ducks it again, but Dalton Skull rolls under the ring. He's looking for some toys already. PKM's going to try to go get him, but a big kendo stick shot just sends PKM wandering away. PKM's kind of on Dream Street after that. Dalton, a big kendo stick shot to the back. And a big, PKM caught it. PKM caught it. PKM's now going to have the kendo stick. He's wearing in some shots on his brother. Another big shot. Now, I guess it's a good thing to mention, PKM and Dalton Skull are both former BYCW heavyweight champions. As now Dalton is taking control with some shoot-style knees. Going to back him in the corner with a front face lock, showing off his expertise in other forms of wrestling, not just hardcore. As Dalton launches his brother to the corner, what could Dalton Skull be thinking? Jumps up in a clothesline. But PKM is so much bigger than his brother that it just was more of a scratch to him. Dalton's going to go for the jump. No, wait, whoa. Oh, he faked him out. Now landing those mounted punches on PKM. Dalton Skull has the kendo stick now. He's waiting for the opportunity to use that broken and bent kendo stick. He's waiting. I think deep down that he doesn't want to hurt his brother too bad. What happened there? Did it really not face PKM? Oh, God! A surprise super kick to the gut. That just rocked Dalton Skull because none of his shots are landing. PKM now going to go to the outside of the ring. Dalton Skull is dazed from that gut kick as PKM brings in a steel chair. I hope he doesn't concuss his own brother across the back. The steel chair was wrapped across the back of Dalton Skull. And now, oh no! PKM was just too slow. He tried to go for some kind of throw chair maneuver to kick it in Dalton's face, but Dalton was too fast. Because now whatever energy he has left, Dalton Skull is using to wear the kendo stick across his brother's back. This might make Christmas dinner kind of awkward. Because the winner of this match must have some family clout. That's just on me. Dalton's going to throw a traffic cone into the ring. There's one, and there's another. We saw those traffic cones in Dalton Skull's other underground title match. Now, what PKM do? Oh, PKM just threw a traffic cone onto his own brother. That is insane. And now PKM is in full control here. Skull's trying to reverse it. He's trying to get something going. PKM's kind of... Both men are very tired, but Dalton Skull has the arm wrench. He's wrenching the shoulders and the arm socket. Oh, just kind of a cravat kick of sorts to the gut. Dalton has the big cone. What Dalton, what are you thinking here? Cone's broke the cone over his brother's back.
It broke.
You know, folks, I just really have to wonder here, what could be going through the mind of Dalton Skull? This is his own brother, his own flesh and blood. But he's not treating him any differently. He's trying to go for the win. Dalton Skull wants to prove that he is the best underground champion in the title's short history. But he might have a long way to go. As he's going to set the table up in the corner. And a big kick to the gut. But no, PKM has the strong base. Going to get him for some kind of suplex. Dalton Skull, big suplex in the corner on the table. And PKM isn't moving. He's not moving one bit. Goodness gracious. This right here, I guess this just proves what Dalton Skull is willing to do to keep the Underground Championship. And that's even put his own flesh and blood through hell just to get it. As now, Skull is ascending the middle rope, going up on Brett's rope. What is he thinking here? What is he thinking? It's going through this man's mind. Stomp! Gave a stomp on the chair. He might go for the cover. Rolls him up. But a kick out from PKM. That couldn't keep PKM down. And PKM is getting back to his feet, but Dalton Skull has a steel chair. PKM pushed the steel chair right out of the way. Both men are back up to their feet. Wait, they got stunner! My God, what a stunner! I need to see some replays. Okay, look at the height. He jacked his jaw so much that he flew up, and now we have the corner suplex replay. The strength of Dalton Skull to lift this man up and just drive his back down on that table piece. Now, both men are up. PKM. No, PKM. Thing blocked. Dalton Skull. Dalton Skull with the signature Dalton Skull. PKM is down. Dalton Skull's going to go to the corner. He's going to set up for it. He's setting up. Last resort knee. Cover. That is it. Dalton Skull has defeated PKM.
Winner, and still underground champion, Dalton Skull.
That wasn't a pretty match, but it was a fight. Dalton Skull's gonna hold his brother, trying to raise his brother's hand. PKM just looking at his brother. PKM just takes the underground title. What's he gonna do with that? Oh, he hit his brother with the belt. Dalton Skull's laid out and PKM's getting out of here. That was a despicable act. What the hell? Well, I hate to end on that note, but that's the first edition of Dalton Skull's Underground Challenge. We will see you next week for the next challenge. Just damn it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Dalton Skull's Underground Challenge. This is episode 2. And before we get to the next challenge, I'd like to take a minute to remind you what happened on the last edition of the Underground Challenge. The very first edition, when a surprise debut occurred. That's right. PKM, Dalton Skull's brother, made his UWA debut to be the first entrant on the Underground Challenge. And we were in for a doozy. Because because they're blood doesn't mean they wouldn't take it to the absolute limit. The two waged war against one another in only way that family could, but in the end, when PKM was not paying attention, Dalton Skull took care of business, hitting the last resort knee and getting the 1-2-3 on his brother. And just when you thought that it was all over, PKM suddenly attacked his brother, leaving him laying. Since then, Dalton Skull has been talking about getting a rematch with PKM that is yet to be made. Now then, let's go to the Underground Challenge.
Like I said the other week, anyone, anywhere, any place can come and face me for this Underground Championship. After what PKM did to me, after my sign of respect to him, disrespectful. But you know what my stipulation is going to be, since this Underground Championship is a stipulation title? I want to have a hardcore submissions match against anyone from the back, from anywhere, any place, any fed. Come on out.
I'll take that challenge.
Well, it seems like somebody's stepping up. Let's see. Oh, my, well, that guy's carrying a tomahawk. I'm not sure who it is. Let's go to the ring announcer to see who this guy is.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is match number 2 of Dalton Skull's Underground Challenge. Introducing first, the challenger, the Southern Viking. His opponent, he is the underground champion, Dalton Skull.
All right, there you have it. The guy that is answering the challenge is the Southern Viking. We have a little bit more information on him. He is from BYCW also. So this is going to be a good... Oh, no. Oh, the match is not started. Okay. They're just going to go at it now. These two apparently are familiar with one another. Skull with a front face lock, but the Southern Viking plants him down with a wrestling hold. I'm beginning to think... Well, Dalton Skull has the toys out, has a kendo stick now. Gonna batter the Southern Viking with it. The underground champion, well-versed in hardcore wrestling. That's how he won the title, beating now World Heavyweight Champion Chase Sullivan for that belt nearly a month ago. Now the Southern Viking has a street sign and whacks Dalton Skull across the back with it. Referee is helping in the ladder in the ring. That is his job after all. And the Southern Viking is still wailing on Dalton Skull with that street sign as Dalton Skull gets the kendo stick once again. Throws Viking into the corner. The underground champion trying to find a way and a big splash. Skull is in control and now has that massive ladder. Gonna set it up here for something. The ceiling's a little bit low. That's all we can work with for right now.
This is base.
And the champion is setting the ladder up. You think after last time he'd want to get this match done and over with because I can tell he's in a foul mood now. Dalton Skull is climbing the rungs of the ladder. Oh, big axe handle. Sends the Viking in the corner again. And the champion now is going to position the Southern Viking in between the rungs of the ladder. What's he going to do here? Big bicycle kick. And that stuns the Southern Viking. Dalton just walked under a ladder. That's some pretty bad luck. Trying to get him up now. I believe the Viking is in control. Throws him against the ladder. What would it mean for the Southern Viking to beat the underground champion in a one-on-one contest? That would mean he would get a title shot later on. Something that PKM couldn't do. Now the Southern Viking has a steel chair and Dalton Skull trying to avoid. Oh no! Dalton was trying to play smart, but he just couldn't do it. The Viking is just ramming him in the gut with the steel chair, but Dalton somehow got out of it. Dalton does with the chair. Big hip attack from a diving position. Beautiful thinking there by Dalton Skull just to keep wearing down the Southern Viking. Because now he's just trying to maybe wear him down a little bit more. After what PKM did to the Dalton Skull, I can tell that Dalton Skull wants nothing more than to prove everybody wrong and show just why he's the underground champion. And now Dalton Skull is on the outside, and this is giving the Southern Viking a lot of time to recuperate. Because now, when you know it, there's that casket that we've seen over and over again. Referee helping with the chair setting up. The referee is given specific instructions to help with any kind of weapon placement. And that's the Underground Challenge is about. Pure hardcore wrestling. It's a fever pitch now. Skull's trying to get everything ready, but the Southern Viking is still maybe playing possum. Trying to do something here. Dalton has him in a bulldog. No. Viking might have caught him. The Southern Viking. Oh, no! The Viking just threw Dalton down onto that casket. It didn't really budge much for Dalton. Now the Viking has a stick. Rams it into the back. Let's see this replay of a diving hip shot from the chair. That took a lot out of the Southern Viking and knocked him down for a little bit. Now the match is still going to go on. Dalton has taken control back. Dalton Skull climbing the ladder. The Viking is stunned. Dalton off the rope and he puts him through the casket. Puts the Viking through the casket. As Dalton Skull takes the kendo stick
What is he going for here? What's he going to do? He has him in a guillotine submission with a kendo stick lodged in there. Will the Southern Viking give up? Is he going to tap?
Ring the bell! Ring the bell!
Wait, no. Oh.
Ding, 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 ding.
The bell has rung. Dalton Skull has won by give up. The referee has made the decision. Dalton Skull has won this contest. The Southern Viking gave up, but I gotta give it to him. He had a good performance here this evening. Dalton Skull is once again staying to. Oh, what, Dalton? What are you doing? He's going up on Brett's rope. What's he gonna do here? Oh God! A diving knee to the Southern Viking. Dalton Skull has a point to prove, ladies and gentlemen. He is just holding that belt up. He's still attacking the Viking. Referee's trying to calm him down. That chip on the shoulder just keeps getting bigger. Thank you all for tuning in to Dalton Skull's Underground Challenge Episode 2. Stay tuned for the third episode of the challenge. We will see you later.
Let's go to the entryway. Here's a man who is at extreme odds. The Underground Champion, Dalton Skull. But he looks happy to be here. At least we understand that he was able to get, there you see her, a seat for his fiancée. He's fighting for her this evening. He is feeling good despite the... What? Whoa, my God. Well, folks, that's the Heritage Champion, Atomic Titan. He seems like he's reffing the contest. How's that fair to Dalton Skull? We don't know if he's going to call it down the middle or not, but here we go. I really must mention that in order for Dalton Skull to keep the Underground title, he has to go through 3 opponents, but if any one of them pin him once, that member of the Sideshow can become the Underground Champion. And what is this? What is this? And Suicide is the first entrant in the Gauntlet match. So I guess the first matchup in the Gauntlet, if Dalton Skull can make it past this, is Dalton Skull versus Suicide. And what a way to begin the Gauntlet. These two men have a long and storied history in BYCW, their home company. So a very historical way to kick off the evening. Dalton Skull versus Suicide to begin the Underground Championship Gauntlet. As apparently official Titan holds up the Underground Championship. And the bell has rung. Here we go. Both men, Suicide and Dalton Skull, going to tie up here in a collar and elbow tie up. Dalton Skull with some massive kicks to the gut of Suicide. Dalton Skull, not a big man himself, but he is bigger than Suicide. Dalton Skull scaling the ropes here, walking the ropes like a spider, goes down on the arm. He might have slipped, but he did catch the arm of Suicide. That's Dalton Skull's whole style. He may not get you the proper way, but he will get you down one way or another. It's Dalton Skull has Suicide. Oh, what a suplex! That was a picture-perfect textbook suplex by the Underground Champion. Dalton Skull trying to get some mustard. Oh my God! What a shot by Suicide! I think some folks might take the Sideshow a little less seriously than other people, but they are a force to be reckoned with. They have just as much of a chance as winning the title here as Dalton Skull has of retaining it. And Suicide with a big bomb, but Suicide immediately taken back down with a bicycle kick, and now big clubbing blows to the back of Suicide by the Underground Champion, Dalton Skull. Dalton's got him. Face lock has... Oh! It's a very familiar looking move. Very familiar move. Dalton Skull in the corner. Sizing up Suicide for the last resort knee. The move that won him the Underground title. Last resort knee to Suicide. Suicide goes down. 1, 2, 3. That's it already. Dalton Skull's taking Suicide down, but there's still 2 more to go. Who's going to come out next? Oh, here we go.
Oh, this goddamn clown.
Up next is Pogo. Dalton Skull made his UWA debut fighting Pogo back in July of last year. Ever since then, it's been on and off with Pogo. As Dalton Skull offers a test of strength to the Demented Clown, goes down low, kicks Pogo in the leg. wrenches the arm around. Cravat kick to the side. Pogo now. Swinging neck breaker wasn't pretty, but it got the job done. Hit the more than the back than the neck. Dalton Skull now picking him up. Locking in a dragon sleeper. Pogo's having a bit of a hard time here. But Pogo elbows to the... Okay, he got the knee. Pogo, though a clown, though looking kind of strange, is a fearsome fighter and has taken Dalton Skull to his limit as Pogo is striking and battering Dalton Skull with these fast strikes. He sees that every time Pogo gets in the ring, he gets better and more fierce, but oh my god, a bicycle knee just took him down. That's some classic Dalton Skull offense there. Dalton Skull off the rope. Big leg drop. Skull gonna slide him over. 1, 2. No, kick out by Pogo. I said a little bit earlier that Pogo, every time he steps in the UWA ring, he gets a little bit better, and that's scary for his opponents. Dalton Skull gonna... Oh, he's gonna get him again. He finished suicide off moments ago with that last resort knee. Will he hit it this time? Hits the knee on Pogo. Will this put the clown away again? It does. One more member to go. Dalton's made quick work of them so far. But here comes Jason. A man that a few months ago was eyeing the Underground title immensely. Jason has wanted the Underground title for a few months now. And finally, he gets his chance to show that he could be the champion. That's an ugly face only a mother could... Well, not mother doesn't have a mother, but you get the point. Jason is now on the apron staring daggers at Dalton Skull. Jason enters the ring. These two recently fought at BYCW Dead Memories. Dalton Skull came out on top. But it could be a very different story here. Jason looking as threatening as ever. Jason has him by the throat, has Dalton Skull by the throat, picks him up, throws him down.
Oh my God.
The immense power of Jason on display. And Dalton Skull looks flabbergasted. Jason just stares at him, throws him into the corner with high speed, grabbing him. Now just trying to squeeze his head like a damn cantaloupe. Jason always looks distressed. Stares down Titan, who maybe smartly, I might agree with him here. Jason taking some shots from Dalton Skull, but it is not moving the big man. Jason. What's Jason going to do? What is Jason going to do? Gut wrench position. Picks Dalton Skull up. Oh, no. Power bomb. What a power bomb. Can we get another clip of that, please? Look at how high Jason took Dalton Skull and just drove him down to the canvas. My God, but Jason's not going to go for the pin. Jason wants to cause more anguish. Robbie Andrews, the all-seeing eye, must have told him to cause as much damage to Dalton Skull as humanly possible. As Jason grabs Dalton and now is assaulting the hand of Dalton Skull, trying to wear him down in any way that he can. We don't know Jason's intelligence, but it's probably not that much because he's walking away very slowly when he can be on the attack and trying to get the Underground champion. Jason gets kicked in the side of the face. And now Jason, the monster of the sideshow, is teetering back and forth as Dalton Skull ascends the rope and the Underground champion takes him down from high in the sky and now is beating down on Jason. Dalton Skull is put into this match unfairly, and he's taking... Oh, no! Jason is unfazed. We can only imagine the thoughts that are going through Jason's head as he grabs the neck of Dalton Skull. Jason is in complete control. Jason is choking him once again. Big punch to the face. Jason is in control, and at this rate, we're looking at maybe the next Underground champion, and Jason throws him against the rope. Big clothesline by the big man. Folds Dalton Skull inside out. Dalton's not looking too good after that power bomb. He's been on Dream Street. He's been trying to get back in control. Titan's not counting the fall. Titan's not counting the fall. We could have had a new champion right then and there. Jesus. Dalton Skull kind of got lucky there. But Jason still in full control. Jason. Oh my God, jawbreaker by Dalton Skull. Dalton might have some hope still left after all. Jason's down. Jason keeps trying to keep that mask over his face. He does not want to show the world who he really is, but Dalton Skull might just make him. As Dalton Skull's going to tee off. Gets Jason on the top of the head. Water! Water! Dalton Skull has water! Throws it on Jason! And Jason's not reacting to it very well. Jason is not reacting to it well. I've never seen Jason move that quick before. Jason is flabbergasted to have that water on him. Dalton Skull grabs his penis. Full force. Jason now flatliner. His mask fell off. He's covering his face. Dalton
Here, put this back on!
puts that mask right back on him. Dalton Skull has the victory maybe in sight. He's just playing a game. Jason got splashed with the water. What's he doing? What's he doing? Oh! Jason tearing away at himself. He just tore his own face. The man beneath all this makeup and everybody's laughing at him. Last resort knee. The mask has fallen off. Falling off of Jason. Titan makes the count. It's over. Dalton Skull sweeps the sideshow. With that, we can safely assume that Dalton Skull has put the sideshow behind him. What a dominant victory for the Underground Champion. But what about Jason and the sideshow?
Where you at, Robbie?
What's next
Where you
for
at?
them?
I ain't seen you, Robbie. Where you at, Robbie?
Calling
Come
out Robbie
on,
Andrews.
Robbie. You think I'm scared of you? You and your sideshow freaks ain't shit to me.
Dalton Skull wants Robbie Andrews.
This is the
Maybe
UWA
he's not quite done with
arena,
him after
not
all.
the industries. We will get this shit back.
I kind of agree with you.
Dalton Skull, our message is simple. You will give our gracious all-seeing eye a match for the Underground Championship at Final Destination 2. The all-seeing eye has set his sights solely on your demise. Your family and friends will be next if you do not comply to our demands. The longer you run, the faster we get. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. The eye will save you.
Dalton Skull's Underground Championship reign, one of hopes and dreams, ended in the worst way possible. From an injury. From a choke slam he took, he broke his collarbone. The very next day, Dalton Skull relinquished the Underground Championship, where it was won in a ladder match by Sir RISE. The doctor said that Dalton Skull will be out for 2 whole years, but he managed to make it back in 7 months. What followed there was a 1.5 years or so of great wrestling action across a lot of different companies. Dalton Skull recently just retired from in-ring competition. We want to say, everybody here at UWA, past, present, and future, thank you, Dalton Skull, for what you've done. It will never be forgotten. You will never be forgotten as the greatest underground champion. Thank you.